Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're back post Shadows of the Erdtree. Have a little bit of notes from previous episodes. Like, one of the things we didn't do is talk to this lady after she asked us to ask about Smithmaster Hugh back there. So let's talk to her again.
You're here for some spirit tuning.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Never
so
once.
It wasn't just me this happened to. To think he'd forget who you were as well. I knew he'd burn himself out. Old Hugh.
So we forgot about her as well.
Talk him into leaving the round table hold now. But maybe it's better that we don't. It's only proper that we respect his choice to stay.
Let's talk to her again.
I'll remain with Hugh. He made me who I am today. I'd like to return the kindness in whatever small way I can.
That's sweet.
Please, become Elden Lord. Hugh was always saying that you were a lord. To him,
I knew he was a real one.
slay her with the weapons he smithed. Slay the god Marika, who cursed us all.
The realest mofo in the game right there. Even though he always presumed us dead, that was just a front. He knew we'd make it.
Let's go smithing.
Aww. So one of the things I did off camera was upgrade a crap load of weapons. I still have a bunch of +9/+24s here. We only have one stone of each now because we have about 20 different maxed out weapons now, which might be a little bit overkill. Just a tiny bit. Including our torch and our seal. So I've been playing around with weapons. I also use the red bear claws some more. Just farming up some materials and whatnot. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with our weapon loadout. I got a couple more notes here, although I don't quite remember exactly where they were. I marked them on the map. Things that we should be doing. Oh yes, so the first one, let's go to Ronnie's Rise and look for Selvis's basement. I had the idea perhaps that we could put Sellen's soul in one of the puppets, but when I checked out Selvis, there was nothing really there. And then I don't think I actually went to check out the basement. I've talked to a few of my friends regarding things I might have been missing, and they gave me tiny hints, okay? So they didn't outright spoil things, and in fact, one of the hints I gave myself, and I'll explain that further when we get there. But for now, let's find this basement, because I remember that I was looking for it, and then I gave up because it's not the most obvious. I thought it was closer to the Selvis's Rise, but it in fact is closer to where the dragon was. And here it is. Our torch is maxed out, scales with strength, so that's pretty cool. We're probably not going to use it as a weapon, since it's obviously not really intended to be used as a weapon. Oh, so yes, my pal mentioned weird perfumer corpse. There's also an omen killer corpse here. Yes, my pal mentioned that right, that there is a third place that you can find Sellen. And I totally forgot about this one here. Visions of Angel. So we can transplant the primal glintstone. This makes sense. I could have figured this out on my own, but I'm glad I had my pal to give me the idea to come back here. Because this was, I basically told them what my idea was, and they were like, oh, you're right, you just didn't, you know.
You've helped me fill a new body once again, and it's truly a gem. Young and full of vigor, a snug fit for my primal glintstone. Better still, I've shed those awful shackles. Finally, I can return to the academy.
Oh.
To expel the Karian royal family and restore the primeval current.
Oh.
My dear apprentice. I owe this all to you.
Okay. So yes, I still feel like I mostly solved this on my own. If I spent some more time searching for this seller, I would have figured it out. But for some reason, I was like, ah, whatever.
Finally, I can return
So
to
she's gonna go to the academy. To me, that means we should probably go there as well and see what kind of damage she does. Because she wants to expel the royal family, which includes Renala here. Or I guess Renala being the last of the royal family. She is still here.
Is it I?
Okay, I don't necessarily need that.
I would
Birth the sweeting. So the issue is I have no idea where this lady's gonna be. Oh, she's right here. So I assume if we summon her, we're gonna go attack and fight Renala again. And perhaps that means we're going to kill her dead and permanent, which means we might not be able to respec afterwards. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with our spec, even though there's wasted points in intelligence and arcane I recognize. We don't need those at 15, only for certain weapons. But I don't see us changing our spec anytime soon, so let's do it. I'm curious to see where this goes.
Jeren,
Ooh.
bringer of my death,
I didn't expect him to be up here.
gratitude for freeing me from
Buddy, you ain't gonna touch that lady. I'm her bodyguard.
join the school to reflect on your mistake.
She's still talking. Okay, she's done. Dude, I 3-shot you. I didn't even need this lady. Bloody finger vanquished. Alright, easy enough. This weapon we're using here, this anvil, the eccentric's hood and armor. And it does appear that Renala is gone. But as I was going to mention, this weapon, the anvil hammer, is actually our best weapon. It gives us 986 attack power because it scales with both our faith and our strength and our dex and our int. So that just makes the most sense. Everything else is around 700 or 800. But some of these other weapons here, like we can use these both at the same time, so it might, you know, even out. That said, we can also use this hammer with either of these two to get a custom moveset as well, or a power stancing moveset. And like I said, I use the red bear claw, and they're actually pretty fun, but they're definitely a whole different style of attack. Also, you might have noticed I switched up my talismans a little bit. I just feel like stacking health is probably the way to go. Just because it seems like there's a lot of people who, or a lot of bosses that just straight up kill you dead real quick, like, you know? So I figure more HP prevents that. So, Renala is gone, and we have our beautiful Sellen here. Look at her, she's so beautiful. Her stone mask.
Ah, my apprentice. You've saved my skin once again.
Tweren't nothing.
You see this? The Queen of Caria is no more.
I've noticed.
With the bodies of Masters Azure and Usat returned, the Academy can hone.
What do you mean
the
returned?
current, so that we, fallen children of the stars, shall beam with brilliance once again. My apprentice, will you stay with us here at the Academy?
What does that mean?
I know it's not possible.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Your own calling. To be the next Elden Lord.
She knows.
What do you think of me? Of your teacher? On the eve of your crowning.
I'll never forget about you.
Always been my darling pupil. Rest assured that no, the entire Academy will swear allegiance to the new monarch. My
Hey.
apprentice. Become Elden Lord.
Alright. Let there be teacher. I wonder if we're like almost repeating history here, if we become Elden Lord like Radagon did. Although, that doesn't necessarily mean we're just gonna leave her. Although, I guess Queen Marika hasn't told us what her plans with us are. Although, I'm sure we're just gonna kill her dead. So, can we open this up, ever? Why is it still locked?
Perhaps I'm jumping ahead, but here is a symbol of my allegiance and the Academy's.
The Glintstone Chris.
Do you recall what once I told you? That glintstone is the amber of the cosmos, and sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein. When you become Elden Lord, please illuminate me. Lay bare the secrets of life which course the Elden Ring. Next time, I will be your student.
Sounds good to me. You're gonna give me the key to that chest, though?
Oh, one last thing. If you fail to claim your throne, you can always pay me a visit. Oh, don't fret. Even my dullest pupils will always have a place here.
Okay. A shard spiral fires twin spiraling projectiles. It's weird that we've only had the opportunity to learn this now, because we see other casters use this all the time. A sorcery of Corellos Conspectus, the most venerable of the Academy. This was the product of a failed attempt to create a new comet. We'll buy that despite not using them. We don't need another pebble. I still don't understand what's going on with this chest. Maybe I should have... Oh, I guess I was going to say should have killed Renala, but we're not actually allowed to swing our sword in here.
Flee, my sweetings.
Oh.
Come out from whence ye hide. Of the dark, be not afeared. My beloved egg is with us. Come out, I prithee.
I thought she was dead.
What is it, my apprentice?
You know that she's right over here, right? She's not actually, like, gone. She's just kind of, like, hiding around a corner. You know, for a sorceress, she's not really all that astute, it seems.
Now, is it thy wish to yet again be born anew?
No, I want your key, lady.
Be not alarmed. I would but
That's kind of funny that she just got kicked out of her own throne or whatever. And she's just hiding around the corner. It's fun. I probably would have totally missed that if she hadn't said anything. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what to do about this chest, so I think we move on for the moment. It seems like Sorcerer Sellen might have more in store for us in the future, assuming we become Elden Lord or not. Although, there's only one end to this story. So, I have another marker somewhere. There's this one. That's number 3. What happened to number 2? Numero dos. Honestly, don't remember. There's, of course, more things we could be doing in the DLC, including fighting that final boss. Maybe I can see it on the compass. 2 is to the south of us. I placed this mark yesterday. Oh, okay, yes, I remember now. Let's go to the Tower of Return, which is in the Weeping Peninsula down below here. If you recall, this tower brought us to Lanedell the first time, specifically the Divine Bridge, where we fought a flame golem. I don't know what else to call them. The giant golems, but not a giant. Not a fire giant. But it is a flame giant golem. Does that make sense? So you may also recall that Lanedell is now known as the Ashen Capital because, spoilers, we set the tree on fire and ashes have poured all over the city, irreparably changing it, probably for the worse. I did hear from a pal that you can miss items in the original Lanedell, obviously. One of them being a legendary weapon, but we did pick that up, so that is not a concern for us. The only reason why that is a concern is because if you want 100% the game, you need all legendary weapons. It's strange that this chest here is what teleports you there. It's called the Tower of Return, which to me indicates that soldiers may have used this to teleport back to Lanedell. But why would they Why would they use the chest? Why wouldn't it just be like a warp stone like all the other ones? So I did already explore this a little bit, as in I took that chest and looked around here. I tried to use this lever. The lever does no longer work. We can no longer go down there. It is covered in ash. But I kind of assumed there might be more up here, especially when I noticed that there is another site of grace up here. So let's touch this. And go forward. Is this thing going to come to life yet again? The answer is yes, of course. So we are doing fire damage to a flame golem, but we do enough stagger damage that I'm not too concerned about all of it. We did 18,000 damage there. I remember the first time we killed that, it dropped something and I couldn't pick it up, and I was worried it was something important. So I wasn't sure what to expect up here in the first place, on the Divine Bridge. It's interesting how much taller this bridge is versus the walls. I wonder where it was supposed to be leading to. Although, now that I'm questioning it, like, say there was a Divine Bridge that went over this way. I keep positing the idea that the DLC map used to be in the center of the lands between, particularly because of this suppressing pillar saying that for itself. So I wonder if the Divine Bridge perhaps went across Rao to Belorat or Anira Lim. That's what this place is called, right? I like that doesn't even say. Oh, there we go. Anira Lim. Or it could, I guess, lead to the Shadow Keep, but there's no obvious bridge over there, I guess. There are bridges over here, but I'm thinking too hard about stuff that doesn't really matter. I don't remember where this goes. Scarlet Rot ahead. Oh, this is the isolated tower. I was looking at this on the map. Okay, this is the one great rune that we don't have yet, which I'm assuming, especially with that hint that we just got, this is for Melania. I'm assuming she has a great rune, because she is a daughter of America. Another random thing I want to check out. I went back to Malekith's arena, and it was weird. I teleported here, and then I had the option to touch Grace for the first time. I don't know why it didn't trigger this site of Grace. But what I noticed was these statues here. And it could be like a very young Marika with 3 wolves. And you may remember Malekith was identified as a half-brother of Marika. Let's see if we can find... We have his weapon here. It does not say. We have his armor somewhere. Yes. Malekith, Queen Marika's loyal half-brother, bore a blade imbued with destined death, and there was not one demigod who did not fear him. Another thing I noticed, I was just looking randomly at some of my equipment here. Let's see if I can find it. Apologies. Raging Wolf Gauntlets. Gauntlets worn by Vargrim the Raging Wolf. This was like an NPC invader, one of the first Tarnished to visit the Round Table Hold. According to the old legend, wolves are the shadows of the Empyrean. And this is what Vargrim aspired to be. So it could literally be the shadow of Marika was Malekith. Because Marika used to be an Empyrean before she was a god. She was aspiring to be one, which is what an Empyrean is in my sense of the word. So I don't know if that means she was like literally his half brother or her half brother. Or if it was like a figurative sense, because if you recall, Ronnie also calls Blythe her half brother. And we don't know if that is also literally or not. We have not seen Blythe in ages. So that was just a random tangent that I thought of. And finally, we have the last interesting item of note. We'll read this and then we'll read that other new items that we just got. So you may recall we had the Dectus medallion and the rolled medallion. The rolled medallion operates the grand lift of rolled. And this Melina gave us this after we killed Morgott, I think his name was, to get to the flame, the forge of the flame, so we can burn the Erdtree. And if you recall, we got the second Erdtree secret medallion in Castle Sol, which was on the Mountain of the Giants. And if you read the description here, brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the grand lift of rolled, granting access to a hidden path. In other words, the secret medallion will guide the bearer to the land of Miquella's Erdtree. So, to me, that means we have to go to the grand lift of rolled, which I thought was right here for some reason, but there is something I noticed over here as well, so we'll get this quickly. But yes, I was asking my pal, like, why am I missing the last map piece? Because they alluded that I could have gotten there already. And then I was like, can you give me a hint? And then I immediately afterwards said, I have both pieces of the medallion. And then they replied, well, you have your own hint. So I was like, what? They also previously said that I'm pretty thorough and that I like to read item descriptions, so I should have figured this out. And they're not wrong. Definitely I could have figured this out without any hints. Once more, I just need to read the dang medallion. But the thing I've noticed here is this platform. The official's attire. I'm glad this was not locked, because I would have no idea how to get over here. A random window that presumably looks onto nothing. The Blade of Calling. So let's read these items now. The Blade of Calling, a dagger given to one who is set out on a journey to fulfill her duty long ago. The power of its former owner, the Kindling Maiden, is still apparent. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Blade of Gold, unique skill, leap into the air, charging the armament with golden flames that are shot at the enemy as a single blade-like projectile. Is this Melina's blade, perhaps? Because she's the one who walks alongside the flame. She's the one who suggested we burn the Erdtree. And then eventually, once you get to the Forge of the Flame, you are sent to Farum Azula, where you are on the road to destined death, because that is Malekith. The official attire, grubby blue robe worn by magisterial officials to carry out their grim tasks. Surveillance, executions, gruesome rituals, the darkest duties drive the wheels of mankind. Okay, we have the glintstone Chris here from Sellen. Ritual blade once presented to Leyndell by the Academy of Raya Lucaria to celebrate their newfound peace. Though the weapon is embedded with precious glintstones and features Erdtree ornamentation, the undulating blade is symbolic of an ancient ritual, and it's got a glintstone dart, skill that builds from the glintstone pebble. Charge up to upgrade it to the glintstone. Charge the skill to upgrade it to a glintstone dart. Oh, so you can use the pebble or the dart, I think. That's a bit weird. But it does seem like Raya Lucaria, and I guess the Carian royalty, present blades as a symbol of peace or love or whatnot. You see this presented throughout the lore, including with R'Lana in the DLC. She gave, I don't know what she gave Mesmer, but Mesmer gave her a sword, which we can look up later, although I think I put it away because, you know me, I like to keep my weapon inventory clean. Anyway, let's read about the Eccentric's hood, a pointy, ragged hood worn by the Knight Jaren. The hood hides an aged, bearded mask. Jaren served General Radahn as a guest commander, and they are said to have sworn an oath of honorable death to one another. Jaren preferred a nomadic existence, but after spending time as a guest of the Carrion Royals, he became a guest commander for General Radahn. And for the first time, the restless tumbleweed would be bound by an honorable oath. So he was a guest of the Carrion Royals until he met General Radahn and then pledged his life to him, swore an oath. But now that Radahn is dead, he's free to return as a nomadic existence, which is why we saw him otherwise. Also, I explored the Perfumer ruins and found this Perfumer's Cookbook for 2 more types of aromatics, which is good because I was certain I was missing some. So now I think we have 4 cookbooks. Boosts ally attack power, reduces incoming damage once. So this might be interesting to use, but I think if we're going to use any blood boil or any aromatics, it's going to be the blood boil. So I spent some time farming up land octopus ovaries. Obviously I didn't spend that much time. And I was looking for more Altus Bloom, which is why I was at the Perfumer ruins in the first place. Okay, so with all that homework out of the way, let's go to the Grand Lift of Rold. It only took 26 minutes to do all that. Again, it feels like no time has passed at all, but obviously I gotta spend my time reading item descriptions and whatnot. So, if you come up to the Grand Lift of Rold, you can hoist the medallion, or you can switch and hoist the secret medallion. Ooh. So I've never seen this cutscene. I imagine it's going to be a standard Grand Lift cutscene that the rest of them have. I'm going to drink some water. My heavily condensated water, it's quite humid here still. So my water is sweaty. I'm drinking that sweaty water. So I'm thirsty. I'm down bad. Wait, we're going up? I thought we'd be going down. Although I guess this is still part of the Mountain of the Giants. I guess it's just like another stop along the way that it skips. I did not expect us to go up. But here we are. Where this is, I don't really know, but I know for a fact it's leading to the Erdtree. Mikola's Erdtree, in fact. Don't think you want to jump down there. Seems unwise. Just double check where we are on the map. Of course, we're right here. It's where we've always been. Likely strong foe. Time for death. Oh, this is a place to die for sure. Or going to be. The hidden path to the Erdtree. You can see there's a statue of America here. Why is she looking this way? Normally she's like looking on to you as you approach. I never remember which is which. Is this the Stake of America and the other one is not? Good luck. Group ahead. I see a lot of bloodstains here. It's a little concerning. Wait, what? Liar ahead. Okay, let's try some of these new toys we have, such as the Prelate's Infernal Crozier, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure what a Crozier is. It's only plus 24, so it's not fully upgraded. I do kind of want to upgrade it, but it already has strength scaling A, and it does decent amount of damage, so... yeah, let's just roll with this. If we switch out the turtle shield, we could put on the turtle trinket, but that might not be necessary. We'll see how it goes. But I feel like if you have the turtle shield on, there's no point in having the turtle trinket. Maybe that's just some folly. Ooh, the beast eye quivers. There's another piece of death root here. My buddy mentioned tiny bit of spoilers, I suppose. 1100 damage. I feel like only one mace was used there. Okay, they're using their beast claw. I think we got a surprise attack on that first dude, which is why we one-shot him. I switched up my spells a tiny bit just because I realized Grank's beast claw is just a better version of the regular beast claw. Also, I was using the Roar of Rugalia a bit more, and it's been buffed over the recent patch that just happened, so it's definitely more interesting. Are these these octopus? So me and one of my pals, the lore pal, I guess, was we're talking about the land octopus, and I kind of posited the idea that they were spawned from Deathroot. They don't necessarily look exactly like Deathroot, but they are pretty gross looking. That's just a giant octopus up there. Can I roar it down? That'd be funny. It didn't do all that much damage, but you can do that. Alright, calm down. Give me your ovary. That's what I say to all of the ladies. Do not say that to the ladies. That's a joke. I don't know if I need to say that aloud, but it is a joke. But seriously. Alright. That's a bit odd. Again, it's odd that you find these land octopuses in the spots that you do. Normally you find them near water. This one is not near water. Even when you find them on cliff tops, they're found near water. That's kind of what I was getting at, usually. All that for a warming stone. It's a little odd. Let's switch out the trinket to the Healy one. For no reason other than I wanna heal. Where is the Healy one? Oh, it's this one. I want to heal, but I don't want to chug. You know what I mean? Alright, well that was a weird little side tangent. I guess there's water down there. Yeah. Like, as much as they are land octopi, they are very much not on the land. Or they're very much attuned to the water still, it seems. There's definitely nothing down there, nothing doing. I was gonna say, what took so much damage there? Of course, it was the land octopus. Wait, what? It healed? I see at least 2 of the vulgar militia up here, so it's a little concerning. I just want this thing to move up. Okay, no, we attracted one of the vulgar militia at least. I don't know how that militiaman missed us, but they did. Oh, there's a third. There's a third. It's fine. We're invulnerable. It's a bit rude. It's nice having so much HP and literally going past my compass. Once again, you hear more land octopus breathing. Freezing grease. To not dodge that. If we die to a vulgar militiaman, ooh, then we deserve to. There's no reason for us to be dying with so much HP. It is pure greed if we do. Ooh, be wary of up. Alright, that's good to know. Oh, there's a site of grace here. This looks like an entrance to a catacomb. Oh. Oh no. Consecrated Snowfield. Here again, therefore likely horse! Oh no. That is a reference to Dark Souls 2. In Horse Heck Valley. That's not what people call it. It's not even close to what people call it. There's definitely a secret passage, but the question is where? Especially because you can hear more breathing of an octopus. It feels like there's something I'm missing. What the heck? What the hecky? Didn't expect... Oh, there is a bridge. What the heck? No. What I want to do is pull out my handy dandy super useful rainbow stones that are actually getting a lot of use lately. A little concerned about this, just a little bit. I think the appropriate amount of concern. Ooh. Most obvious secret chest in existence, silver scarab. Is that more item? Oh, is that more item find? It is. Talisman facsimile of a scarab, the carry of treasures and precious things. Silver scarab enhances item discovery. And the gold scarab enhances rune acquisition. What's interesting is the ideas of gold and silver in this game. Gold is the symbol of America, of the Golden Order, and silver is often the symbol of death. It's not strictly true, but the spirits are silver colored. And then the armor and weapon of D. I don't remember his full name now. His brother said it. Imbued both gold and silver, and they were banished from their home. I wonder if that was the reason why. Uh-oh. This is bad. I didn't realize there were 3 in here. Very bad. Very, very bad. Let's try this. And they're also giving us damage over time. I told you, they buffed that spell. Also, I don't think I was properly using it. I didn't quite realize if you do a full charge, it does like way more damage. Okay, that was scary. Again, if we die to Vulgar Militia, we deserve to. Sacramental Bud. So this room is just here to get you to walk across the pit. And then you might see this man in the distance walking over nothing. A little concerned about this. I don't really want to fight him over a pit. Oh, I have an idea. Let's use a new weapon. This isn't going to be the most efficient of strats, but I upgraded the heavy smith script hammer. Do you think we can snipe him from here? Almost, almost. Let's try it again. Oh, that did some decent damage. I kind of expected it to do less. That's one way of dealing with them. And my buddy said 20 weapons is overkill. In fact, I need 21. Hello. Still hear that heavy breathing. And surely we just go down there now, right? I found the source of the breathing. A hero's rune. So this item exists to get you curious, just to figure out a way down here. Can't see anything. I am literally standing on nothing. You do see some, that is death root for sure. You can tell because the root has, like the tendrils coming off of it. A bunch more octopus, and as well as a vulgar militia. I wonder what they have to do with each other. Again, I guess it seems like... I'm not sure how to deal with this situation we find ourselves in. This seems like maybe not the best the best situation. I want to use this, but I have a feeling, yeah, it's not A, it's not going to work, and B, can I throw a boulder? I can. I can still throw one boulder. Oh my god, I cannot see. Is he just like below us now? I need you to move your big head, Merc. Yeah, he's just directly below us now. This is concerning, because if we go down below, there's a third vulgar militiaman. Okay, we took out one. That's crucial. This is bad. As long as that dude down there doesn't aggro us, we're okay. Just shrink up again. Not the most efficient of weapons to be using right now. Let's switch out to the magma hammer once again. It's healing. So it doesn't, they don't appear to look like Deathroot, the land octopus. This is a lever here, like we're in the catacombs. It does, this is exactly like the catacombs tile set, we'll call it, even though it's definitely not a tile set if it's 3D. There's another path down there. Let's see if we can get a good jump attack on this fellow. I had a feeling there were more militiamen down there. I was trying for the 3-fer. No 3-fer. Octopus head, what the heck? What the heck is an octopus head? Have we even got that before? We've not. It's a thing you can wear on your head. A land octopus whelp worn directly on the head. This must have like a 1% drop rate or something. Has a lingering warmth reminiscent of human skin. Those who can withstand the smell will find its organic elasticity excellent for negating strikes. Well, we gotta put it on. We gotta see what this awfulness looks like. It's awful. It turns out it looks awful. We'll wear it for a little bit. I think our fashion souls are set though. I like how we've been looking lately. The only thing I'm not 100% convinced on is the gloves, but I like how they just have like rings and jewels on our hands, so. There's 4 dudes in here. This is why you fight them one-on-one. Got that 1440p. P stands for power. I was hoping there'd be a bit more lore on that octopus head helmet. But the only piece of lore has a lingering warmth reminiscent of human skin. So it begs the question, like, are they in fact pieces of human skin, or like developed from dead humans? Like it's Deathroot gone rogue, the root themselves becoming tendrils of an octopus? Because they don't necessarily need to be like formed of an octopus. We've not seen octopus in the game. You do see like ships all along the sea. I was wondering, is there like Darby Dragons sections? It doesn't really look like it. But you have to wonder, there's got to be like sea monsters in here, right? Like the little people. Look at the little people. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't expect a catacomb here. That is faux show. Oh, we got an elevator too. I guess this is the official way to get in, as opposed to the elevator or the grand lift. That's a little more clarifying. I got a ping on Discord. I kind of want to check it out, but be wary of Tarnished, Mimicry ahead, Tarnished. This is gonna be like a silver tier battle. Try Recklessness. Ooh, I love to hear that. Time to pull out the heavy Prelate's Infernal Crozier once again. We only got 5 Estus after all of that, but it's fine. It is a silver tier. Buddy, you ain't gonna hit me with my own abilities. Okay, he hit me a little bit with my own ability. That's bad. This man's really trying to use my slowest attack against me. He doesn't know the strat. Man, you can't just put on my weapons and think it's gonna work. We do actually quite a bit less damage without the double jump hit. A stray mimic tier. Black Flame Monk Amon. I feel like we've heard that name before, Amon, but I won't be able to recall that right now. Amon swore fealty to the god-slaying Black Flame, and so became the first fire monk to turn traitor. That's why we heard it. He was the first. Or perhaps it is better said that he fled from the giant's flame out of cowardice. So instead of being a fire monk who guarded the flame, the giant's flame, he embraced the Black Flame instead. Also, you may notice on his chest piece he has the face of the fire giant. I didn't even really realize until now. That's neat. This is definitely some Deathroot right here, right? This might be the last piece of Deathroot, because I feel like we found like 8 or 9 already. And I feel like I was gonna say this, but I probably got a bit of a tangent. But my buddy mentioned if you give all the Deathroot to Garank before you fight Malekith, he says something different. So instead of taking the teleporter out, let's definitely go up this elevator that we saw. And then maybe we'll go give that Deathroot to Garank before we continue. I do see there's like a little alcove here, but usually the alcoves have nothing, so I'm not gonna waste my time. Spelldrake Talisman +2. That'd be very useful if I hadn't already hit up the DLC for the +3 version. And we're back at the start. Excellent. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's go give this to Garank. I'm gonna check my ping on Discord real quick. Alright. Go say hello.
It is all consumed.
It's the last one.
Still, I am not sated. Not nearly sated.
Are we gonna fight now? I don't really want to fight, dude.
America! Is this what it is to sin?
What it is, though.
Will things never be the same again?
Because of her eternal sin, her first sin, I think.
Tarnished. My thanks for thy long labor. But I have done all I can in this land. Henceforth, mine appetite shall be my sole companion. Farewell.
That sucks. Ancient dragon smithing stone. You love to see it. I'm scared. I'm scared like he's gonna attack us. Oh, he's just gone. My friend. Why does all my friends leave? What if we reload the zone? I'm assuming nothing is the answer. Kind of disappointing we didn't get to fight him. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to fight him. Is he gonna show up at Malekith's house over here? It'd be a little weird, but I'm gonna take that as a no. So because of America's first sin, which I'm assuming was her trying to seal away destined death, Garank and Malekith were forced to keep destined death at bay. So another thing that I read about, I'm not quite sure which item it was, but the Knight of the Black Knives was executed by women. The assassins were all women, is what the lore said. So Garank and Malekith are obviously not women, or they could be, I guess, but they're very manly coded in their voice acting. So it makes me wonder if they were not a part of that assassination attempt, but they were crucial to it. Oh, it's nighttime now. This is even worse, actually. Actually, no, this might be a little bit better. We can actually kind of... Okay, do not take out the torch. The torch is a bad play here. It just blows up the contrast a little. Okay, so... I don't like this already. This is Sketch City.
Hear me. It is I, Lieutenant.
The spirit.
We have reached the land of Mikla's Erdtree, where Lobo and I began our travels.
Began their travels.
Entirely thanks to you that I'm so close to home.
She was created here.
Snow-laden lands stretch far to the north, and beyond the ancient bowers, in the liturgical town of Ordina, lies the place to which I must return.
Okay. Got some light stones here. What's this spirit gonna say to us, the silver spirit? Show me the path, O gentle lights, the promised path to the Erdtree. Okay, so we got a couple options here. My standard idea of an option is to hug one of the walls. So that's, we could hug the left wall, hug the right wall. It does appear that there is a path going along the right wall. Over here, less so. This appears to be a cliff. Or we could, of course, go along these light stones. Let's go up this path first. Let's see what we see. And of course, it's a dead end with an item. Likely despair. I mean, I kind of like that it's nighttime. I feel like I can see a bit more. I know I said that already, but I'm going to re-emphasize that idea. Of course, we want to get to this map marker here. But I think it's easier for my brain to comprehend the area if we just hug this right wall for the moment. So I guess we could have gotten here before we burned the Erdtree. That's kind of annoying. There's a beast here. It really does just blow up like it's a bloom or something with when we pull up that torch, so it's kind of annoying. I heard a scarab. That's a Grace Mimic? I can't tell. I heard something and I can't tell if that was my neighbors upstairs or if that was weird ambiance in the game. The fact that it's a Grace Mimic up ahead concerns me. It's not a Grace Mimic. It very much looks like one from the distance, I guess. Try night. See, that is definitely the play. We don't need to sit. We just teleported here. Let's go back up here towards where we saw the crystal slug thing. Again, if we're up to me, I would be pulling up my torch and not fighting them at all, but this is concerning, because scarabs always run into danger. Oh, there is the scarab right there. So far, the only danger we've seen are these things. Okay, we got some commoners. Commoner with a torch up ahead. Somber 8. We don't really need those anymore. The only thing that's going to get me to Pog now, item-wise, is more ancient Sombers. Or ancient smithing stones in general. Again, we're just hugging this right wall. Eventually we'll get somewhere, right? Until we see some bloodstains, I'm not going to be too concerned. That said, we see some bloodstains. I heard some footsteps. I see a commoner up ahead with a torch. He's got a wolf as well. A shaggy dog. Actually, it's a... We got one of those dudes up ahead. I can't remember their name. We've seen them at Limgrave of all places at the start of the game. They were like mercenaries. Okay, calm down, pup. Please, I beg of ye. It doesn't have to be this way. What if we put on this torch? It doesn't help either. I feel like they did that on purpose. They're like, you want to see? Nah. I'm gonna make it even worse. This man is scared, and I don't know why. What's up, buddy? I also don't know why I'm seeing bloodstains. Like, I guess people getting dead by dog. Being dead by dog is a real thing, so it's fair. This is another path up here. Is all this for Michaela Lily? Michaela's Lily. Can't even say it. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. Definitely leave the men with torches alive so we have a better idea of where we're going, where we came from. There's a dog. It's actually a wolf. It's a pack of wolves. The wolves are definitely the concern here. Sorry, pups. Don't worry, I'll use your bones. Does that make you feel better? Just hugging the wall. My favorite activity. Because no one hugs me back but the wall. Sad face. There's an item. Oh, that's probably just off of one of the dudes that we just killed. Maybe not, because he dropped an old fang. You wouldn't typically get that from a dude. Why did it just save? It just saved. I mean, that could just be a typical autosave, but it's concerning me a little. Where are we? We're over here. Making some progress. I did see that item. Just wanna hug the wall once more. It'll tell me that everything's gonna be alright. Now, if only you could stroke my hair while I was doing that. Lump of flesh times 4. I wouldn't have expected that night actually made things a little easier in this area, so I'm glad I stumbled into that fact. Cave ahead. So there's probably a statue pointing out this tomb. But we found it by accident. My favorite. Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs. I am happy to be out of the blizzard, I'll say that. Warming myself up by the bonfire / Site of Grace. Do you think Sites of Grace are warm? They must be warm. Abu. And he doesn't die in one hit. Shake my dang head. Listen, we're not dealing with this anymore. We figured you out in the first, literally the first dungeon. Be wary of up and then be wary of left. Okay, there's the catacomb entrance. Ooh, it dropped a smithing 7. That'd be juicy if it were earlier in the game. I guess that's why the imp is so strong. Let's check out over here first, I guess. Should have went to the bathroom before I started this video. That coffee ran right through me. You know, you didn't have to do that. You could have just fought me up here. A little concerning that we got some rejuvenating boluses. It's like encouraging the idea that we might need them. I don't know how you survived. A little concerning. I guess they are strong against fire weapon. Strong against fire weapon. Let's try this. This new weapon set here. Pretty much the same move set, just a little, maybe a little faster, a little lighter. This is the Beast Claw Great Hammer with a regal Beast Claw. The black nails protruding from golden fur are said to represent Sarash, Lord of Beasts. I can't quite remember where we got it, but I'm assuming it was in Farum Azula somewhere. It's gonna keep blowing. Nope. I mean, it is. Just not at us. Yeah, yeah. I sees ya. Come on. I did upgrade the bow. Apparently pierce damage, not that good versus these fools. Excuse me? How dare you? I should have took that opportunity to get some damage in. Sounds bad. Some bad damage. What if I do this? Okay. That's one way of dealing with them. Got some of that delicious resin. Don't tell Dan Giesling. It seems like we probably want the imps blowing towards the entrance there so we can explore these side alcoves. That is a way up. Let's go the other way first. What type of damage does this weapon do? Strike. Because it could be slash, it's got claws. It could be piercing because of the claws. Definitely some dudes. I don't really want to fight them all at once, but here we are. Whew. I almost died, and that's why you stack HP, everybody. Okay. Very poor encounter, but we survived. These are some strong imps. Kind of upsetting that they just get stronger as the game goes on. Really? All that just for the glove ward, eh? Oh well. I guess that first hammer hit happened so fast that it looks like they were already at half HP. Little concerned about just running in here like this, but it seems the concern was unfounded. How many times have I said concern in this video already? That's what I was looking for. That beautiful crit. Do I still... What trinkets am I using? Right, okay. Because for a while I was using the damage up on crit off camera. Imp head elder. The elder imp head. Head covering from the largely unaltered head of an impish golem. Representing an elder, it holds trace amounts of arcane knowledge, so it probably increases your arcane if you put it on. I mean, if you didn't expect this hidden path here, you haven't been paying attention to the layout of these catacombs. That's all I'll say about that. Is that a clean rot knight? It is. We haven't seen one of these since Kaled. This is concerning, but wonder if all the clean rot knights have red hair, or if it's just part of their helmet, like Radon. Okay. Okay. Gotta thread the needle. There we go. Of course, we could just time running past it, but you know, that's why I didn't want to. Alright, we're taking some bad damage, but hopefully it won't add up that much. It is adding up, but not that much. More glovewort. That is a clean rot knight right there, and that's another one right there. It's bad. Don't need me to say that, but it's bad. I don't know what they're doing, but they're sure doing it. No. Okay, they did it. Even though I said no. Let's try this. Okay. It did not do as much as I was hoping for. It's doing stuff for show. Uh-oh. Okay, that's Scarlet Rot. I thought that was Blight. That's still very bad. You still definitely do not want to be rotted right here. Alright, we are half used our Estus here. I'm gonna need you to stop casting. Well, we got the twofer. Not the most graceful of fights right there. I am lacking grace. Revenge. Oh, I know what we have to do. It's obvious. Do not fall down. I said don't! I said don't fall down, man! Oh, man. Now we run this way. Please go. Okay, new strat. Pull out the bow and shoot at your feet. That's one way. There it is. The lever. The lever. A golden rune. It didn't even work. Okay, whatever. Let's go this way. Huzzah! Let's hit it anyway, just to avoid having to dodge it on the way in or the way out, I suppose. What did this message say? Just ambush, dog. All right, we have 7 flasks. That should be more than enough, right? Be wary of Scarlet Rot. You know, that makes sense. Let's put on this, just in case. Putrid Grave Warren Duelist. Oh. Probably don't want to trade with this man, if we can avoid it. It's okay, we put him in Stagger City, population him. Alright, he didn't even hit us. Great Grave Bloodwort, Rotten Gravekeeper Cloak. A thick, bristly cloak eaten through by Scarlet Rot, symbol of an underground Gravekeeper station. Wonder how this looks. Oh, it's a headpiece. Is it? I assume so. What? Excuse me? It doesn't even say. I mean, it looks like a cloak, which is a chest piece. There it is. It's not bad. I kind of like the fashion of it, but unfortunately we're too busy cheesing the game with jump attacks, so sorry. Also, this fashion looks great too, in my opinion. Even though the red bear doesn't quite match with the black cloak, I like how the cloak looks like wings. Treasure chest? All of that, not even a treasure chest. Shake my dang head. It is a nice piece of fashion, I will admit. Alright, so we're gonna be back outside in the blizzard now. Not excited about this prospect. And it's daytime. So I'm gonna turn off the lights. Spent so long in the catacombs it turned day. I like the smile on the moon there. You can hardly tell, but if I wasn't a coward, I could edit the video and blow it up for y'all, but then I'd have to render an hour-and-a-half video, and that seems like something I don't want to do. I'm assuming boss ahead, it indicates the underground tomb. Slowly making progress. Emphasis on slowly. I mean, so far, as much as it sucks to not see very far, this area doesn't seem so bad. It's no DLC of Dark Souls 2 zone. If you played Dark Souls 2 DLC, you know exactly what I mean. That area was horrid for many reasons. Like, the horses sucked, and then there was like a boss room at the end, or a boss fight I should say, which sucked because if you died you'd have to run quite a ways away to get back to it. I know I've talked about how I don't like having the torch out, but I don't really want to fight wolves if we don't have to. And I saw a bunch of dead bodies, so I assume that was an ambush spot. Also, I could be avoiding like the majority of the BS of this zone just by hugging this wall. And if so, then my plan is working. If you have a path that is lit up, it is of course trapped. Hello. That's concerning. Is that like a Radagon wolf? I can't see anything. Yeah, it is. It's casting spells. Just get them out of the way. We can't have them. Okay, that's fine. Kind of. It's kind of fine. Ugh, it's so much less fine now. This is a bad situation. You don't need me to say it. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. I'm just like constantly holding out this torch. That was bad dodge. If only I could see. Whew. Also, I should have been doing jumping R2s this whole time. I was not. That delayed second swing got me. Stop. Please. Ah! That's one way to get it to stop. Okay, that's bad. Okay. So, first things first, I'm the realist. Let's switch back to magma. Messed up my items a little bit right there. And by magma, I mean anvil. We're gonna keep the torch out just so we can maybe take out some dogs along the way. Unfortunately. This is just, it's a bad time up ahead. These Radagon wolves aren't even that scary, you know? They're just... If you can't see what they're doing, it makes the fight a lot more difficult. I don't know where we saw that wolf. Now that the items are gone, I don't really have a place in the world. Don't have my place in my mind. We're about to encounter one, right? Isn't there one over here? Okay, this is where the body was. So this is where the wolf was. Sorry, bud. There's at least one more. And then I think Radagon also has two, or the Wolf of Radagon has two. We found our death corner. Yep. Be wary of wolf is putting it lightly. Okay, it seems like maybe that wolf howling attracts all the others, and I think we already took out the one. There it is. I sees ya. I seen it with my own two eyes. Please lock on. Some panic rolls. This might have been a mistake. Jumping down here. I figured getting R1 spam in there is just better than trying for the crit. The crit doesn't matter. I wanted to pull out the torch again, but I guess there was no reason for that. It is now morning. I should have turned it night. I forgot about that aspect. It appears we're on a path of light again, so maybe we are actually just found our way towards where we want to be. Oh, that's not good. Why is this here? This being this warping section. We're just below the frozen waterfall now. It looks like we do not want to go down here. I don't really want to kill that wolf again, so I don't really want to have to come back here. Let's pull out the torch. I see another wolf. Sorry, man. It seems like this is a bit of a dead end, perhaps. It's kind of sad that the wolf sees me take out its friend and it just stands there because of the torch. Can't tell exactly where we are. I think this might be the ridge where the first wolf was at. Yes, it is. Okay. So it is indeed a bit of a dead end at this Radagon wolf fight. Oh, okay, that's a sorcery orb. Get me out. It looks like there's a way to fall now, if I want. Item up A. Do some platforming. If this is true, that's a good message, because I probably would not have looked up here. If it's not true, then it's also a good message, because it trolled the heck out of me. Only up. Elden Ring Edition. Hayao Miyazaki's getting over it. You can only use giant maces to propel yourself forward. There is an item. It better be a good one. It won't. It won't. We are getting ourselves a little lost. I will fully admit. I am perhaps moving a little too far forward. I don't want to take that thing and send us completely. Okay, this is where we just were. That's not what I wanted. Hello. It's cool seeing the silhouettes. Oh, it's a white wolf too, is it? Yeah. Okay, you need to go. If we're chill, we're chill. I feel like taking out the red wolf is probably the big concern. Man, I really don't like how this is how we're progressing here. Okay, we're gonna go back to the warp. Mostly so we can see where it leads. And then, unfortunately, we're gonna have to come back here and maybe we'll take the actual path next time. Could also, again, just drop down here, but that's also kind of a scary proposition. I have to assume that Red Wolf will respawn if we leave the area. I'm only a little lost, okay? Just a little. Okay, we found what appears to be the wolf section. There it is. Alright, let's see where this takes us. And then perhaps end this video. Oh, we're on the other side of the frozen waterfall. And it's not Blizzard over here. Okay, so we were just over there. Beautiful. Oh, there's a mage tower down there. And you can get all the way down. Is that a crab down there? It is. I could tell by the animation. Surely there's a cave down here too, at the bottom of the waterfall. I was really hoping there'd be a sight of Grace Ray here. Instead we got some flask scarabs to indicate, no, you still got a ways to go, friend. let's see if we can find a decent spot to end this video. Could drop down here. Again, this area is not nearly as terrifying. Oh, this is a minor Erdtree right here. If you can actually see where you're looking, it's actually not that scary. I can't believe you survived a jump attack from a flame weapon. Oh, I'm not two-handing though. Bit of a weird warp, I do say so. I guess I'm not too upset. I would be way more upset if we just ended up in a random spot in the world. This is the Erdtree right there. Okay, I was gonna say, where is the avatar? Unfortunately, these avatars don't generally have sights of grace. I mean, they can, but it's not from the avatar themselves. Alright, let's see if we can kill this real quick, and if we kill it, we kill it, and if we die, we die. That's how that goes. Okay, so it's a putrid avatar. We've seen one of these at Kaled. I'm glad we still have our Scarlet Rot Boluses out, I guess. One more jump. I knew it. Dragonfly, I need you to chill. Just leave me alone. What'd I say? How dare you? Enemy felled. I was gonna say, is it gonna give us more crystal tears? Please, I beg of thee, where is the sights of grace? Concoction to explode. We already have one of these, do we not? And then a thorny crack tier. Concoction makes consecutive attacks grow stronger the longer they continue. However, the effect only lasts for a short amount of time. Yeah, why do we have two of these? Same description, different item, picture. I guess if you want to explode twice, you have the opportunity now. Does that like double the damage you deal? And you also deal damage to yourself, so that's kind of concerning there. Hey, I said the word of the day again. I'm getting a little antsy. Mostly because I have to pee. I mean, I guess I could just end the video right here. It doesn't seem like there's anything else going on, and there's not a sight of grace anytime soon. So, I'm gonna call this a video. Hopefully no dragonfly will kill me as I go to the bathroom. I'm definitely gonna We're gonna play immediately after this. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, folks.